Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am the Queen of the Throne, Divine Astrology, and I am here to bring you your prophetic messages for whatever is going on in your life at this time. Whoever needs to hear this message, please take these messages in with a pure heart, an open mind, and with honesty with yourself first. And therefore, when you hear the messages, if you're honest with yourself, then you'll understand why the message is for your zodiac sign. We're going to go ahead and get started now. Let's reveal what you need to know. Hi Gemini, the goddess is back. I know that you all have been waiting on your messages, and I know that it's been some time. But I'm going to go ahead and give you your divinely guided messages. These are my messages to you, Goddess Isis healing messages. For what you need to know at this time, keep in mind that this will not resonate with all of you. Alright, let's see what's going on with Gemini. Gemini zodiac signs. What do they need to know? Alright, Gemini. I have turned to the book of Exodus. Exodus, page 37. The name of this section that I'm guided to read to you is named Moses Confronts Pharaoh. Moses Confronts Pharaoh. Okay, so this is they're around the Nile with this energy. All right, so let's see what's going on here. This is chapter 4, page 37. And I'm being guided to read verses 10 through 12. Gemini, verses 10 through 12. So it says, "But Moses replied to the Lord, 'Please, Lord, I have never been eloquent, either in the past or recently, or since you have been speaking to your servant, because I am slow and hesitant in speech.' Yahweh said to him, 'Who made the human mouth? Who makes him mute or deaf, seeing or blind? Is it not I, Yahweh? Now go, I will help you speak, and I will teach you what to say.'" Wow, Gemini. Wow. For some of you, it is time to confront someone. It is time to confront somebody. It is time to have a conversation or to meet someone. This can be a woman or a man, because I'm seeing sons and daughters here. I'm also hearing twin flame, or like somebody is a real child of God here on earth, and there's a female counterpart, or if you're a woman listening, there's a male counterpart that you're meant to be with, or this could just be anybody, but I saw specifically sons and daughters. You and Gemini, you and somebody else are both Egyptian. That's what I'm getting. You both are Egyptian from a past life, not in this lifetime. The people that are actually from there now are so far disconnected from the real thing, because they even have different belief systems. While they make money off the gods for tours. You see what I'm saying? But you and someone else are real Egyptians. From the beginning of time is what I'm getting. So Gemini, this is something about African people of African descent, brown-skinned people, dark-skinned people, who actually are reincarnated is what I'm getting. This is really what I'm getting. The boy's mother. Some of you could be wanting to confront someone's mom, or wanting to confront somebody. I feel like it's the opposite sex. So if you're a man, you could be wanting to talk to a woman or finally meet her. or she wants to meet you, or you're a woman listening and you want to meet this man, but somebody's ready to come forward is what I'm getting. Somebody's ready to say something finally to their other half, or maybe to a person who you share the same bloodline with, the same soul DNA with, and y'all are from the same place in a past life. So this would not be anywhere in the United States where your souls originated, because the United States is not that old. It's from an ancient place where you and this person originated from. So you guys, being that I'm one of those people, this could be for some Gemini out there who is like a pharaoh. You could be a pharaoh for a man, okay? But there's something here, is like somebody is ready to finally talk to somebody. Someone's finally ready to do it, because the time that has passed, with all this time that has passed, it's like now it's finally time to have that conversation. But somebody's afraid that they won't know what to say. I feel like this is a Gemini man, and I'm gonna just be honest with you. You may feel like you don't know what to say to a woman that you're into, because you know who she is to you, and you know what she means to you. You know how important she is for like your soul's DNA, bloodline. So like she's in the family from a past life. You guys have the same family. But the thing is like you may not know how to approach her, because she could be a queen, right? She could be someone who is high in the bloodline. Like she could be a high priestess or something, so, or an empress. She's very, very higher up. So you may not know how to talk to her. You may feel like she's eloquent and she speaks well, she communicates really well with people, and something about her communication may intimidate you a little bit, or if not intimidate you, but it could make you a little nervous, a little bit, because it's something about you knowing how she speaks, you knowing how she carries herself. You feel like she's very intelligent. Of course, if she's ancient Egyptian and she was here before, then yes, she's going to be advanced. She's going to be advanced, especially if she was like a female queen. She's going to be advanced, just like you. But for some reason, maybe you don't feel like you're tapped in enough to who you really are in order to be able to connect with her on the same type of intellectual level. Or maybe you do feel like you could, but you just don't know what to say for the first time. So you get a little nervous because you don't really know how to approach her, but it feels like that's what you're about to do, or that's what you want to do, is talk to her, because she's a part of your bloodline. And the bloodline is more important than anything else. So you may put certain things to the side. You may ignore certain things. You may let certain things go. But you put the fact that that's your family member in this like big royal bloodline, you may put that before anything else. You may feel like it's time for you to connect with her off the strength of that, because that's what's important. That's why that's what God has led you to do. So it's like God is, or Christ could be on your conscience about this. You may be getting signs from God. You may be getting messages. You may be getting certain things at this time of your life to let you know that God is not a God that's going to just tell you that this person is supposed to connect with you without giving you the words to say. Hallelujah. You're not meant to connect with this person without having the proper words to say. Like if this weren't a woman that you weren't supposed to connect with, then you would have never been on her trail. Like that path that led you to her would have never occurred if God didn't feel like you had what it takes to be with her, or to talk to her, or to approach her a certain way, or to bond with her, even if it's just on a family level and not a romantic level. No matter what level you wanted to be on, it's like you wouldn't have had the knowing, the knowledge, the feeling, the confirmation from God if you were not right for her. So at this time, I feel like God is nudging you to go and talk to her. God is saying, go, I will help you speak and I will teach you what to say. It's like when you first meet her, you're going to have all the right things to say. You're going to know exactly how to have that conversation with her, because if your souls were together or connected somehow before you reincarnated this time, that means there's a lot of natural chemistry, natural history, natural love, and natural care about each other that's automatically going to be there in this lifetime, because your souls are going to know each other before your bodies do. See, this is a spiritual connection, and you have to do something about it. That's the thing. See, the men for some reason are very afraid of connecting with the women of ancient Egypt, because I understand I can be very strong, I can be very controlling at times, I can be very powerful, and I know that. But the thing is, there's other kings that are here on earth. They have come back to life. I have pure knowledge of who they are, and I find out new ones every day. And so the thing is, and not by meeting them face to face every day, because I don't meet them face to face every day. I just know who they are in different ways. They may be at a distance from me, but the thing is, I've noticed that the men are very scared to approach the Egyptian queens and goddesses, but the women are not afraid to approach them. I have realized that. So I don't know why it's so scary to do it. I don't know why it's like the real Egyptian kings, the real Egyptian gods are like, it's like you guys are black, right? All of you are black, but and you come from some of the grimiest places. Like, that's the thing, we reincarnated a certain type of way in this lifetime for a reason. So some of those people I have like knowledge about, they are not from the best places, and they come across as like real. But when it comes down to the real women, queens and goddesses, they are very, very, you guys get very, very afraid and nervous about just making contact. So I don't know what that's about, but if you say no one is stopping you, then prove that. You have to prove that no one is stopping you from doing that. So yeah, it could be, my eyes just saw, because of their oppressors. I know all of their sufferings. So it could be that there's people oppressing you. You could have people trying to, like, you could have people who would oppress you for trying to connect with this woman. But it's like this. The men have to take ownership of the land, the world again. Like, it can't just be me. It can't just be the women. It has to be the men as well, like stepping out of character as an American, or wherever you live at, and really like understand who you really are. Because if I've already told you what it is, then I'm not lying to you. Not only that, but after you find things out, you're going to also find it out on your own. The universe is going to start sending you signs, messages. everything is going to start happening to you. Is going to feel like it's like magic. All the signs that you're going to start getting after you realize who you are. But see, society right now, and those people who work in media, those people who control algorithms on social media and things like that, like people in certain organizations and groups, like they're going to distract you guys from who you really are. But you got to understand, the reason why you're able to rub elbows with certain people is because those people know who you really are. Being popular or rich is not based off of your abilities. Do you not know that? It's not based off of your abilities. Because if it were based off of your abilities, then every magical, powerful person in the world would be popular or rich. It's based off of how you align to the gods and goddesses of Egypt. It all depends if you're willing to comply with that or not. So don't get it twisted. All of this is off the backs of who you actually are. So if that's who you really are, you need to act like that's who you really are and realize that this all was created off of you. See, if you're a musician and you put out an album called Pharaoh, you're going to be accepted. But if you're a musician and you put out an album called Grease, you'll be partially accepted. And if you're a musician and you put out an album called America, you'll dwindle or fade away. See? You won't hear much after that, because you're not in alignment with us. So that's all I have for you, Gemini. Just know that this is who you are, and you have to realize like that, like you, what is for you has already been built. So you can't be afraid of your power. And that's how these people operate. It's like, if you don't know who you are and how powerful you are and how protected by God you are, and if you don't really believe that's really you, then they're going to keep trying to oppress you and keep you away from this bloodline. But once you believe and understand your power and start to pay attention to what you can do, and you know your abilities, your psychic abilities, your magical abilities, your earthly abilities, like what you can do, how you can alchemize things, because all reincarnated Egyptians can do something supernatural. It may not be on my level, but you can do things. I've already seen it. So it's like either you're going to know that that's who you are and you're going to start understanding things, or you're going to still stay low and let them do the things they've been doing. But it's like you got to connect with this person, because God gives you the green light to do that. That's all I have. God bless.